Almost a century after her death, Charlotte Mason's design for education continues to stir the imagination and inspire the practice of parents and teachers, impacting the lives and the learning of thousands of children today. But who was Charlotte Mason? And how did this movement begin? A British educator and philosopher in the late 19th and early 20th century, Charlotte Mason designed, developed, and promoted a relational education in a living environment filled with books, experiences, nature, and ideas, where the child is viewed as a person and the educator as one who cooperates with God. Mason wrote 6 books readily available today in which she describes her philosophy of education. As she promoted the idea that education is an atmosphere, a discipline, and a life, Mason summarized her educational philosophy into 20 principles, drawn from what she knew to be true about humans as image bearers, from her direct observations of children during her decades of teaching, and from the best science of psychology and physiology of her day. Let's get to know her a little better. Mason's life spanned from 1842 to 1923. After more than a dozen years through the 1860s of teaching children in the British school system in Worthing, England, and then 4 years of teaching adults in a new teacher education program, also in the south of England, Mason then gave a pivotal series of lectures to ladies in Bradford, central England, during the winter of 1885 and 86. The series had such resonance that over the succeeding 7 years, Charlotte Mason was at the heart of founding and launching a parents' union, a teachers' college, an educators' journal, and a curriculum. A network of parents, educators, student teachers, and governesses, community activists, writers, and schools were organized. Organic, structured, connected organizations, institutions, and individuals, all around a new guiding and developing philosophy of education led by Mason herself. In addition to numerous letters, pamphlets, and articles, Mason's writings include 3 series of books. A 6-volume series on geography for children, the Geographical Readers for Elementary Schools, published from 1881 to 1884. A 6-volume poetic meditation on the Gospels called Savior of the World, published between 1908 and 1914. And then, of course, her series of 6 volumes in which she describes her philosophy of education. The Home Education series, written and published between 1886 and 1925. And it's called the Home Education series partly because of the emphasis it places on the education that takes place in a child's life at home, and not because, as some might assume, they are necessarily about homeschooling. As we've noted, Mason not only embedded her ideas in her writings, but she and those around her also knew that in order for the philosophy to be worked out and practiced, they would need to be institutionally embedded. And remarkable are the following 4 contributions that did indeed last for decades beyond her life. The Parents' National Education Union, PNEU, which had local chapters across the UK and provided resources and support for teachers and parents. Secondly, the Parents' Union Schools. That was the curriculum that Mason developed, which was eventually used by parents and governesses in schools across the British Empire. Third, the Parents' Review, an educational journal that published monthly for 99 years and for which Mason was editor until the year of her death in 1923. And a teachers' college, originally with a practicing school and initially called the House of Education, located in Ambleside, UK, in the Lake District, the campus of which is now part of the University of Cumbria. By the time of Mason's death in 1923, the movement had spread across the British Empire and into thousands of homes and schools. Today, Mason's philosophy continues to spread at a rapid pace in Christian schools and homeschools who have seen the remarkable results of a Mason education. Visit our website to learn more about her contributions and her work.